95.5 KLOS and KLOS HD1, Los Angeles.
And Morongo Casino. Now, this is the segment of the show where you, the audience, decides the fate of an up-and-coming talent. Do they have what it takes to become big and famous rock stars? Do they pack their bags, move back home with mom and dad, and start working on Plan B?
Should I stay or should I go?
It is up to us to decide their fate. And also our special guest, Joe Escalante. Get him in here.
We love Joe.
Joe's been playing in the Orange County punk band, the Vandals, since 1981. He started as the drummer, switched to the bass guitar in 85, and they continue to thrive, touring throughout the world whenever time allows. Most recently, it was the Soundwave Festival in Australia with Metallica, Blink-182, Linkin Park, Slayer, Offspring, and more. And he's right here. Hello, Joe.
Good morning.
Good to see you, man.
Well, it's a shame you weren't on tour with bigger names there. That's
yeah.
tough.
We got Alice in Chains coming up next month, so.
Yeah?
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, they're always on a stage about 8 miles away from us, and we're on, like, tiny side stage.
It's all right. You're together.
Yeah. We're backstage. We're eating, casseroles together.
Alice in Chains, eating casserole.
Stay or Go is the segment of the show we do every Friday at 9 o'clock where we try to discover unsigned bands. And I see here that you, sir, have founded an independent record label, Kung Fu Records.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so, I don't know, bands who have released records through your label, Blink-182, the Ataris, the Vandals, of course, MXPX, Stiff Little Fingers,
Wait,
Heidi's favorite band.
That's nice, yeah. Is this the record label that Eric always talks about?
Yeah, this is the one that this is Eric's dream of being signed
This
by.
is your dream
Another
label.
dream we provided for you, right here.
Seriously.
No, Kung Fu Record. That's the one that you always dreamed about as a kid, right?
When we were booking this, I actually told Joe that I was such a huge fan, and he brought me something I put on my wall, big Kung Fu Records on my wall in the studio now.
Wow.
So I'm not on the label, but I look like
But
I
the
am.
label's on your wall, so it's kinda.
You're signed. Technically, you're signed.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's a sign.
It's an honorary signing. You got a DJ slip map from Kung Fu Records.
Well, thank you, Joe, for coming in and helping us decide if this band, who goes by the name Mothership, should stay and pursue their dreams of musical stardom or if they should go away. Mothership is Courtney Thompson and brothers Josh and Ryan Shore out of Los Angeles, California. They play heavy rock and roll akin to Foo Fighters and Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay.
So, yeah, looking forward to this. Just not hearing them yet, but that type of sound, Foo Fighters, Stone Temple Pilots, is that something that Kung Fu Records would possibly look at?
If they'll go to the Kung Fu barber and cut their hair. So, yeah, we're very judgmental on that.
Okay, all right.
Well, I think that one's a woman.
Oh, you know what? She doesn't have to go to
Yeah, Courtney. That's Courtney. That's the lead singer, I guess.
Look around. Which one's a woman?
Yeah.
Well, I think we have Courtney on the phone with us. Hello, Courtney.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah, that's the kind of woman I like.
Courtney's not a woman. Courtney's a guy.
Oh.
It's a woman with a very deep voice.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. I'm Courtney.
I'm not a woman.
I'm mid-transition.
He's not a woman. Not a woman.
Sorry, Courtney. I assumed every Courtney I know is a woman.
Well, this is proof that we don't listen to anything ahead of time. This is we're all hearing it for the first time, just like you guys are. So otherwise,
that is proof.
Otherwise,
right
we
there.
would have known.
known that, and I wouldn't look
Courtney's
like such an ass right now.
It's okay.
We'll say hello to Joe Escalante from the Vandals right here.
Hey, what's up, Joe? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Now, when we have celebrity musical guests on, they don't have their own record label. I mean, this is almost even more pressure on you, Mothership.
Stakes are high.
You have a chance here because if Joe loves you, he's like, hey, I'm going to jump on top of you guys.
Oh, this is exciting now. I love it.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been together doing Mothership?
Oh, 2 years, I think.
All right, 2 years. And I always say if it doesn't work out for you, you got to go work on Plan B. What is Plan B?
Thinking about starting a band called the Reginalds.
It's another band. It's Plan B. This guy's going to make it. This is what we look for at Kung Fu Records. Man's committed.
So, Courtney, what do you do in the meantime until you musically take off? What do you do in the meantime to make money?
Well, I actually make money playing shows.
That's good.
Yeah, and then I supplement that with teaching guitar lessons.
All right, so you are a music man.
24 hours a day rock.
Yeah,
Right.
24 hours a
You
day.
gotta-
Lives and breathes.
You got to
bleeds.
respect that.
Yeah.
All right, you know how this is played. You send in a couple songs, and now is the important choice. You have to pick which one you play first, because if the first song is accepted and everybody loves it, and everybody says stay, stay, and you can stay and pursue your dreams, we will hear that second song. But if the first song everybody does not like and they think you guys should go away forever, we're not going to hear that second song. And maybe the second song was better. We've had that happen. It's like, oh, you made the wrong choice. So, which song are you going to start out with?
We're pretty confident about No End in Sight. Let's go and start with that.
No End in Sight. 1-800-955-5567. 1-800-955-KLOS. It's Stay or Go. Here they are. Mothership. They call themselves Mothership. Should they stay or should they go? Our special guest, Joe Escalante from the Vandals, hanging out with us. We'll find out what Joe thinks and what you think after we come back. 1-800-955-5567. We are Heidi and Frank.
Should I stay or should I go? Yes, this city fills these dreams. I have the things that you believe. Go around the bend, no end to say. Yes, this city fills these dreams.
Heidi and Frank Show in the middle of Stay or Go. I suggest you go down to Top Round at La Brea and Olympic and stay for the roast beef.
Ooh, yeah.
Delish.
They delivered stuff the other day. So good. Their beef sandwiches.
Well, let's get
Yummy.
to the task at hand. It's stay or go for Mothership. What are they going to do? Are they going to stay and pursue their dreams of music or go far away? Our special guest, Joe Escalante from the Vandals, hanging out with us. Joe, you've heard it. You have heard many bands, up-and-coming bands, because you have your independent record label, Kung Fu Records. What did you think of Mothership? Stay or go?
I have kind of a backhanded compliment.
Oh.
They're solid. Guy can sing. Song structured really well, but it's so derivative. It sounds like so much of everything that they're influenced by. I want to hear another song just to see if maybe they can, bust out of it. There's any more originality. There's more. This is me. I'm not just influenced by these other things. I've got something special to offer that you haven't heard before.
Do you understand that, Courtney?
Yeah, I got that.
But it's good.
Joe.
It's good. But do we need more of that good? Do we have enough of that good?
That's what
Solid
I'm saying.
point.
Looking for the next good.
Yeah.
Heidi, what'd you think? Stay or go?
I thought they were great. I mean, I 100% stay. I was hoping, because sometimes like the music's good in the beginning and I'm going, oop, good so far, and then the singer starts and you're like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
He's
got it.
good.
He's got chops.
So-
he's going to do something. These guys are doing something.
and it's still in your head. It's catchy, so I think stay.
Yeah, in the beginning, I was like, okay, this sounds like it's going to be good, and then it kind of lost me lyrically along the way, and then by the third time I heard the chorus, I was like, I was on board with it, and it did remind me a lot of Foo Fighters in this style of because I was like, okay, here comes Dave Grohl with that same and just that thing that he does, but I love the Foo Fighters, so I do. Like you guys, so I would say stay, and I'm curious too if you have something that's more Mothership than Motherfoo.
Motherfoo.
Or Ship
Foo.
Fighter or Mothership.
Foo ship.
We're gonna be careful.
Right.
Right.
All
Be
right.
looking for employment.
All right, so let's find out what they think out there, because it really only matters what they think. If Mothership should stay or go, we answer the phones as they come in. Let's go to Rick on line 1. Hello, Rick.
Hey, what's happening?
What do you say about Mothership? Stay or go?
I think they rock. They need to stay.
All right. Starting off good. Let's go to Robert on line 2. Robert, stay or go?
I say go. And by the way, giggity gee, Heidi, how you doing?
Hey, Robert.
This is what I picture in them. Not knowing what they look like, I picture the lead singer wearing a really tight shirt, sleeveless shirt with a big belly, and they probably shop at the rock and roll store in the mall, and if they ever made their MTV debut, it would be on Beavis and Butthead. That's how I picture it.
Oh,
Just
wow.
by the way the
Harsh.
music sounds.
Very
You
different,
can
though.
be wrong. He's like tall, skinny.
Yeah, he's wrong about all those things.
Yeah.
By the way.
Complete-
I got the picture right. We thought there was a girl.
He's very, very slender, long blonde hair.
So that's okay. That's one go, one stay. You can also go to HeidiandFrank.com and you can vote online as well if you can't get through on the phone. And we combine the online votes with the call-in votes and see if the percentages are high. The best bands of the year get to play Sogfest at the end of the year. So if you'd like to see Mothership play Sogfest, you got to call up and say stay or go to the website and vote stay. Let's go to Jim on line 3. Jim, what do you say about Mothership? Stay or go?
I think they should stay. They sound a little constipated and a little more work, but, I think they should still stay.
Thank you, Jim. Let's go to Bud on line 4. Bud, what do you say? Stay or go?
Oh, it's a definite stay, man. They've only been together 2 years, and they're rocking it that hard. That's pretty good. So, I like that.
Good
I
point.
want to hear some original, but good stay. For 2 years, that's rocking.
Thank you, Bud. Let's go to Brett on line 5. Brett, what do you say about Mothership? Stay or go?
I think it's a real stay, and just have Kung Fu sign them up today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no big deal, It's that simple.
You looking to invest?
Let's go to Jason on line 6. Jason, what do you think? Stay or go?
I thought they sounded solid. I would say stay, but I'd agree with Joe. It's a good sound. I just don't know if it's unique enough. But
Right.
they were solid.
Well, let me say one thing about that. Courtney, one time we signed a band, we had a demo tape from a band called the Ataris, and everyone in my office said, this sounds like Green Day. It's terrible. This sounds like Green Day. It sounds like Green Day. Don't sign it. And I signed it because I thought that's a compliment, and they sold, their latest record sold 900,000 records. So
Wow.
Yeah,
it
good.
does work.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a deal breaker if
Yeah.
you sound like everything else. But
As long as you're good.
As long as you're
Well,
good.
yeah, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, I guess.
Yeah, the wheel works pretty well.
It does work.
It's killed a lot of Americans, though. If you think about it.
Oh, yeah. Joe's right. He knows his stuff.
Could you make a safer wheel? That'd be cool.
Does it roll so
If you're
fast?
going to reinvent one.
Yeah.
Let's go to Danny on line 7. Danny, stay or go with Mothership?
Hey, Heidi Frank, what's up, guys?
What's that, man?
I'm gonna stay, man. They sounded pretty good. You know, they got good timing with some help, you know, from Kung Fu Records.
Look,
Look at all the love Kung Fu Records is getting today.
So it's official. It's 6 days to 1 go. And what this means, and you can still go online at HeidiFrank.com and keep voting, stay or go. Like I said, the best bands on this segment of the show throughout the year will play Sogfest at the end of the year, a big showcase.
They'd be great there.
Showcase finale. That'd be a good band for that. So this means we get to hear that second song. This is what Joe Escalante wanted. He wants to hear song number 2.
Mine too.
And because the voting was so successful, we had 6 days and 1 go pretty quickly. We can just hear it right now. What is the name of the second song?
This song is called The Sun.
The Sun. Right, no reason to call in. You guys are already a stay. So let's get right to it. Here's, once again, Mothership.
I'm feeling like the sun is mellowing its gaze, but through them clouds there's silver linings in the haze. I'm feeling like the winds of change are on their way. I'm feeling like the sun, like the sun. And my Jesus crucified. And my Jesus. And my Jesus crucified. Hang me up to die. I'm feeling like the child who ran before he cried, but couldn't speak a word, just screamed in angry sound. I'm feeling like a little rejection, a little new direction. I'm feeling like the sound, like the sound. And my Jesus crucified. And my Jesus. And my Jesus crucified. Hang me up to die. Drifting further away from your love. Don't wanna find you anymore. Oh, floating faster to the sound, million miles away.
That is Mothership. That was their second song because they already earned a stay from the first song. We have Joe Escalante with us from the Vandals, who also has his own record label, Kung Fu Records. And you wanted to hear that second song to see if they had something, another bullet in the chamber that wasn't similar to other people's bullets. So what'd you think, Joe?
It was still similar, but it's still such a solid, interpretation of the.
I like the second song better than the first.
I do too. Kind of Queens of the Stone Age-y, a little more stoner rock, and I could see these guys playing at a big festival in the heat of the sun, just like Woodstock revisited. I think they should just keep going. They just got to keep writing songs, keep playing, and they've got talent. I have a question for you, Courtney, about your drummer.
Yeah.
Is the drummer that played in this demo, is he still the drummer in the band?
Yeah, he's recently rejoining us.
Okay.
To do this show for this record release.
Right, but at some point you got to go out and get the best drummer in the world to cap off everything else that you got. And drummer in the studio, it's really competitive right now. People are listening to songs and demo tapes like this, and they're already thinking of drummers in their mind, like Josh Freese, the great studio guy that he's in my band, but that's why we never go anywhere because he's always out playing with everybody else's band.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So you got someone says like we got to get Josh Freese in here and knock out these drum tracks. So keep that in mind. It's good to be buddies.
That's good constructive stuff.
It's going to be a concern. People, there's people at radio stations going, well, you need to. They got a list of drummers and studios at radio stations. You got to mix by this guy. It gets pretty serious, the further you go. But that's
so get rid of your drummer. All right.
Just
have fun conversation later today with your drummer.
Think about that. It's going to happen. The conversation's going to happen. It doesn't mean you have to get rid of him, but when you get in the studio, you got to have a talk with him and say, hey, can you you want to go out? Why don't you come back tomorrow? And then the drummer comes in the back door, and then he does the tracks.
Okay.
How'd you guys come up with the name Mothership?
I don't know. I think I was just sitting around and I was just writing stuff down, and that one kind of felt good.
Yeah. What do you say about that one, Joe?
I think it probably felt good about 100 or 200 other stoners in America, and it's just what I'm trying to say is there's probably a bunch of bands named Mothership, and I'll bet you know about some.
Yeah, there's probably a whole bunch.
Yeah. So why would you do that?
That's what I'm saying, Heidi.
Yeah,
why would you do that?
Yeah, so if you guys do, what if somebody had the name first or copyrighted the name, then you guys actually hit it or get signed, you're going to have to change the name and start all over again with the fan base.
Right?
I wouldn't sign a band with a name like this until they've cleared that up, because I know I'm signing on to a trademark infringement issue, and whoever's using the name first, and the reason why my band is not derivative enough to be successful, so I had to go to law school. So one thing I did learn is
your plan B was law?
Yeah, exactly. See, that's why I like this guy. His plan B was another band. That's why I'm where I'm at.
You became an attorney.
Yeah, that's why I was in traffic all this morning. I was going to a radio show instead of in a private jet somewhere.
Right.
So anyways, my plan B was law school. What I did learn is, the first person to use it in interstate commerce gets to use the name, and even if it's trademarked. So you're not going to be the first one. So before you go down that road and people start realizing that signing you was a problem, come up with something else.
And it's a perfect opportunity. You're getting rid of your drummer. You're changing your name.
But they're having like a show. They're like the
formerly Mothership.
Board the Mothership first album. It's due to be released May 10th. It's their first album, and Mothership. It's board the Mothership.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
What have they called it? Board the Mothership.
Or the Mothership has sailed.
Or something else.
How about Mothership 2, The Search for Curly's Gold? I'm pretty sure that's something.
There you go. Valuable information right there from Joe Escalante. Thank you guys for being good sports. What do you have on Facebook? You can go to / board the Mothership, or boardthemothership.com is your website, right?
Correct.
And do you have a Twitter account? Anything else? You got other shows coming up?
Yeah, I don't really tweet. I don't know what that is. So.
Good answer. This guy's is right.
We got a show tonight. It's a fundraiser for Logan Wells, who's a Yorba Linda resident that passed away, unfortunately.
Oh, they're into charity
Not for
too.
that.
Yeah. No, this guy's good. This guy,
good.
we're going to be kissing this guy's butt someday and
Yeah.
try to get him on the station. We're going to try to
And he's
get
like,
him.
no,
No.
no.
Well, if
You called me derivative.
if you like Mothership 2, The Search for Curly's Gold, go to HeidiandFrank.com. Vote stay as well, so maybe we'll see these guys playing Sogfest, and then we can latch onto them somehow and go, hey, we found them.
Goat tails.
All right, thank you so much, Courtney.
Hey, thank you guys.
Thanks, Courtney.
This has been another episode of
Should I stay or should I go?